All right, man. So this isn't really a tech talk, as more of like a little review on product, okay, that you might be using when you're in the field. How exactly do you guys situate your gear when you go to a park, man? Do you carry a hip sack? Do you carry like a pouch in your hand that you carry next to you? What is your gear situation? Okay, I've tried many different configurations with just like hip sacks that weren't even made for detecting. You know, I've seen some other guys do that where they just went out and bought a fanny pack and they put it on there and they're sticking their trash and stuff in there. I tried that a couple of times, man, and it seemed to be okay, but I need to keep my pinpointers on me, and I need to keep my leash digger, you know, my trowel. I need to keep that on me as well. Now, I see some guys actually go to the park there where they're walking around, but they're walking around the park and they're keeping this thing all out like this. So they're just walking around the park, you know, with this thing, just walking around like this. I'm like, bro, that's not a good idea. You know, the average person doesn't know what you're doing. You know, at my parks, they don't see people detect. I'm like the only guy out there doing it. And if they don't know what I'm doing and I'm walking around the park, this thing looks pretty damn aggressive. All right? And I got a bunch of little kids running around playing soccer, and I'm walking around out there with this thing exposed, hanging out. Not a good idea, bro. You know, we live in an alarmist society right now. Somebody sees you walking around with this, bro, they're gonna call the police and say there's a dude out there with a big old machete walking around the park with this. Not cool. That's gotta be in a sheath, okay? So yeah, it's definitely gotta be in a sheath. So anyways, for the longest time, I used this. My girlfriend got me this a long time ago. And it's just like a utility bag, right? And I had it all segmented out here. Trash goes into one, keeps going to the other. I have all of my pinpointers lined up in the front here, you know, and I have little pockets here to put like batteries and so forth in. And for the longest time, this was the greatest thing, because I would detect in this hand, and then I would just keep this bag in my left hand. You know, I would have it down low, and it's no big deal. And you know, when I would come up to a target, I would just set it down, do what I have to do. I could pull my digger out of here, throw it back in, pull my pinpointer out, throw it back in, and you know, this thing just sits on the ground. And I've used this thing for like two years. It's in excellent condition. You know, you open it up and you got, you know, extra batteries, you know, for your pointer and stuff like that. You just keep it inside there, and you know, your little lanyard if you want to keep your stuff on the lanyards, whatever. And just more pockets at the back here for GoPro camera batteries and stuff like that. Overall, this was the way to go. Now, I wanted to try to find a different way to do that so that I didn't have to carry that thing around all the time. But I didn't want to go back to just using a traditional hip sack, because that wasn't working for me, right? Now, I've seen some of the designs of hip bags that people would carry around with them, and it just looks like somebody had a basket on the side of them, like a trash basket. It didn't look cool. It didn't look fashionable, if you would call that, if you even care about it being fashionable. Then I seen some of the old aprons that Garrett had. It looks like you're a chef at a pizza parlor, and then you're going to go out to the park and you're going to have this white apron in front of you here with pockets in front. And I ain't about going out to no Las Vegas park, man, with an apron on me. That looked retarded too. So I don't want no basket on the side of my hip, and I don't want no apron on the front of my pants. So I took a look one day and I found this thing here, and it's the Grey Ghost. And this one is called the Ultimate Catch-All Pouch, right? Now, what is so dope about this? Okay? The key thing that's dope about this, man, is you see how this thing opens up? Okay, that's like a big old basket, right? Generally, I've seen guys having this strapped to their side with this big old basket like that. And I was like, I don't want this big old junk basket on there, man. I'm not just trying to fill this thing up with a bunch of trash, dude. You know? The difference between this one, the Ultimate, which is this one, and just the standard Grey Ghost pouch, it's got this awesome thing here where you could just, boom, completely close it. Look at that. You can completely seal it, you know? I have my gloves in there. I have like a kneel pad, like, you know, when the ground gets too to a wet. I got this like little waterproof kneel pad. I can sit on the ground and I can just kneel down on it so that my knees don't get all wet. But if it doesn't happen, I have a little pouch inside here that I could just throw it in. But yeah, now the thing that's cool about this, man, is if you take a look down below, I don't know if you can see that. It's got a net, a webbing. The bottom is all webbed, right? All right, so as you throw your trash inside here, when you walk, it naturally has a sifting action that allows all of the gravel and the dirt, it just falls through the holes and it falls on the ground as you walk. By the end of the evening, when it comes time to throw the crap away, when you look down in there, all you'll see is the pull tabs, the bottle caps and stuff. And you can just look down there and be like, damn, you know, it's clean. All of the dirt on it is gone, right? And I keep my keys on the inside. There's a little inside pocket here. I just keep my keys inside here and zip it up. It's out of the way. I got an extra pocket inside here, like I said, to where I put my knee pad, okay? On the outside here, I just leave this thing partially open, and this is where I throw all my fines, inside this little teeny thing, right? So this thing fills up with Clad. This thing fills up with Clad, rings, whatever I have, and I just keep it right in there. And it's even got a little drain pouch in the bottom there to like let dirt and water come out. Dude, this thing has like a rubberized texture to it. But the most important thing, man, is that when I get this thing and when I have it put onto my to my waist, I have one little thing right here that I have for my Garrett. Sweet. Then I keep another one right here next to it. Okay? Because I run two pinpointers. The other pinpointer that I run is my Tech Point. Alright? I use the Tech Point because the Tech Point, it fires deep into the ground. I keep this right here, so I have two. The Tech Point, when I bring the Garrett out and I find a target on the ground and I use the Garrett and I'm poking into the ground trying to pinpoint it on the ground, half the time the Garrett just can't, it doesn't have the legs to reach down into the soil and find it. And I use the Tech Point. I would rather have the Bullseye TRX from Whites, but you guys know they're out of business, they're gone. So there is nothing out there right now. I've seen those TRX, those guys are going from $150 to $200 used, man. Crazy, crazy. This Tech Point right here, man, is pulse induction. It fires in a straight line. It pulses straight. Whereas these other ones here, these things, they kind of detect in a bulb. Like a bulb in every direction around here, like a light bulb. It detects around the side, it detects around the front. So think of it as like a big, think of it taking a tennis ball and popping it on there. This detects in a radius like this. So when you're in a hole and your target is definitely detectable within a hole, this is what I use to surgically pull it out if I need it. Otherwise, I would normally just use my Tech Point, and the Tech Point fires deep into the ground. I can generally get 1.5 inches to 2 inches extra with the Tech Point that I can't get with the Garrett. But nevertheless, I'll have both of these on my hip, boom, like that, right? And then the belt goes around, and then I have my trawl goes inside here, and that'll be on my side. So the only thing on my right side will be my trawl. And it's quick, guys. It's just like ouch, bam, ouch, bam. It's quick. I don't even have to look for it. You know, when I go to bend down, I reach, it pulls out, I dig, I push it, boom, it goes right back in. It's just almost like a pistol. It comes right out and goes back in, right? And this thing being right here up in the front, I can bend down to the ground, pull it out, put it back in, out, back in. Trash goes in here, fines goes in here, and yeah, that's it, man. And like I said, once I have this on my side, I don't want this big old gaping hole. I just adjust the bag to the right diameter that I want, and then it'll bend around my hip. It'll actually form, it'll actually do something like this around my hip. It'll look something like that. And it stays that way. If I need to open it for some reason, it stays open. When I'm done with it, close it back up, stays closed. And it is a game changer for how I detect now. I don't have to carry that big old bag with me. I'm able to keep everything that I need when I actually detect and miss none of it. So I get to bring my two pinpointers. I've got my trawl over here on my side. I get my knee pad for the wet and moist conditions, so my knees don't get all messed up with water. My rag, you know, I keep a little blue rag on a ring because it's got little ringlets on here. So you just pull your ringlet on there, and there's your little rag. Everything is where it needs to be, and I believe there's even one back here. Yeah, there's another ringlet right back here. So if I don't want this on the front, you don't like it there, great. Just shove it right back here. Bam. And then you've got your rag on the back side. You don't even see it. Rags to the back, and pinpointers are to the front. This right here, bro. But make sure, if you guys are gonna order this one, don't just get the regular. It's gotta say the Ultimate, because the Ultimate has that opening steel jaw thing to it. And like I said, guys, that's the game changer for me. You know, I take everything at the end of the day, I just pop it into the bag just like that. There it is. Belt, everything is all inside there. Good to go. Grab your gloves, grab your knee pads, put that back in there. Grab your trowel, put that in there. Dude, set this by the door. I'm ready to go tomorrow. Everything I need is in here. I got my camera batteries inside there. I got my headphones so that if I gotta make a quick YouTube short because my damn iPhone is acting stupid, I've got the external microphone, which one of you guys subscribed to me and told me just use the earbuds, plug this into the bottom, bypass the microphone on the phone, and use the mic that's on this thing, and then I can have a clear, crisp YouTube short. And it's all back here ready to go. So guys, that's my review on this guy right here. That is the Gray Ghost. Get that shot there. Yes, sir. So get it, man. It's a game changer. It works great for me. Anyways, man, I'm gonna wrap that thing up there. I got to get 2 videos out to you guys tonight. Yeah, so let me get ahead and get going with that. Anyways, guys, good luck with your guys' hunts. I hope you guys are having a great new 2022. Wish you luck on finding the finds that you're looking for. Hopefully we can cover more things here in the near future of other detector questions. More legend stuff that we need to figure out. When is that coming out? Does anybody have it? We'll get that all covered in the next video. You guys be well. Joey Vegas Detect. Take it easy.